Hello everyone, this is RoboMonk Art and Tarot, and I am RoboMonk. Today we are seeing what is getting in the way of your success, your next success, and how is Spirit going to help you remove it? Are there things that you have to do in order for this success to actually happen? And what is actually getting in the way of that? Is there a way to go around it? Do you have to charge head on into it? We're going to find out together. I'm excited about this. So I just want to say thank you so much, all of you, for being here today. I truly, truly appreciate it. You are what makes this channel so special. So I really appreciate it. Okay, this is a pick a card. So we are going to look at the three different piles. There are stones that we can choose from, images that we can choose from, and destiny numbers. Now, some of you may refer this to life path numbers as well. Those work simultaneously, so that's absolutely no problem there. So think about, reflect, maybe meditate on which pile is yours, and then go for it. Look down in the description. You can see which pile to click on, and it'll take you right there. If you want to watch all three, if something calls out to you that way, that's no problem either. I'm just excited that you're here. Let's see what's happening with this obstacle so we can get it out of the way and help you succeed. All right, let's see what the stones are for today. In pile 1, we have lapis lazuli. In pile 2, we have blue quartz. In pile 3, we have angelite. So go ahead and see which resonates, and I'll see you in that pile. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are exploring the question of what is stopping your next success. So there's something that is going to happen that you're trying to accomplish right now. And there may be something that's getting in the way of that. You may be aware of it, you may not be. Spirit's going to reveal for us today that obstacle and how we can position ourselves to get around it, or to face it head on, or to do the things that we need to do in order to be successful. So as you can see, we have several different cards here in front of us. It's a different formation than you're used to. This is a spread that I put together that will really help us reveal this answer. And I will draw images from Spirit onto these cards. And then sometimes Spirit will also give me different phrases. And so I will type those out down below too. Okay, let's find this answer together. Let's get started. So the first image that I see is really kind of where you are right now. Something that's symbolizing what's happening. I see a picture of an ostrich. Now, an ostrich is a very tall bird. It is very powerful, strong. It's also very clever in the sense that it can get out of situations that it doesn't want to be in or shouldn't be in. So that is something that's happening, but also it can symbolize a denial about something, or putting something off until tomorrow or the next day that actually should be addressed now. Because one of the defense mechanisms of an ostrich is to bury its head in the sand. That seems to be less effective than running away, right? So it can symbolize denial, and the problem is still out there. So all of this, the good and the bad, is happening right now, perhaps to you or someone you know. And this is something that needs to be addressed at this moment. The top card that you see is going to be your challenge card. What is that obstacle or what is working against you. And then we're going to see how we can get around that. The image that I receive for your challenge card is a water tower. A water tower here in the States looks something like this. It's a giant tower that holds gallons and gallons of water, or liters and liters of water, and it is standing there ready to be released for an emergency, such as a fire or a problem that they need the water quickly. And you can find these in all the towns all over the nation. So with this water tower being your challenge card, I'm seeing this being stored negative emotions. If this is filled up to the top and it can't hold anymore, it's time to release some of those emotions, right? To put out the fires that are around you. Or it can mean if this water tower is empty, if there's nothing in it, if you are feeling like there's not a lot of problems going on in your life, and you are just kind of waiting to see what else happens, what else is coming up, this could be a time to prepare to fill that water tower with positivity and self-love for the future, because you're going to store it up for the future when you need it, when there are fires around you. So there's a lot going on with this water tower. It can be a release of negative emotions, like negative self-talk, right? We all do that, where we are less than kind to ourselves in different situations. And if we can fill up this water tower with positive feelings, emotions, self-love, and we can tap that when we need it, that is going to be much better than filling it with negative emotions and harmful self-talk. Okay? So let's see how we can get around this challenge here so you can be successful in your future, so you can take on the challenges and be focused. Now, what this challenge is for everyone is going to be very different, since this is a general reading, but the feeling of it and the emotion of it is going to be the same. That's really what's linking things here. You're in denial about something, you're putting something off, and there may be a need for releasing these emotions or really trying to build up this positive self-talk, right? Don't be so down on yourself, because you don't deserve that. You deserve positivity and love. You are worth being here, and you are here for a reason. All of that says that whatever you are working on, whatever you are trying to succeed at, this is the key. This is the key. And it seems that all of this power is resting in your hands. And in fact, that is the next card that I see, is this hand holding a flame coming out of its palm. Now the flame can create, right? It's this passion, it's creative passion, but it also can destroy. It's self-sabotage. This flame can burn your hand, right? So you have a lot of power inside of you and in your talents, but you have to be very aware of how you use it. Just like any power out there, you can use it for good or you can abuse it and it turns negative. So look at where your self-talk is. Is it positive? Can you fill up that water tower with positivity? This will help you harness this fire or this talent in a positive way, so that when you are creating and you are trying to succeed, you are succeeding with confidence and positivity. So this next card that I see is you with your arms stretched out, And there are two scales on either side. They are the weight carriers of the Libra scale. This is a symbolization of you really having the power in this situation. You are very personally involved, and you can make or break this. And again, this is all about your positive self-talk. You have the power to make this happen. But as you can see, you are your own judge. You are holding both of these weight-bearing dishes on either side of your arms, and you could tilt one way or the other based on how you're feeling. So this really means that I think this might be a performance, or this might be something that you have to stand up and actually deliver to others and gain their opinion. But opinions are won by the performance, right? Won by your self-confidence, your positive talk for yourself. And if you stand up there with confidence, then you are going to more likely win over the crowd. So Spirit is saying, just know that you have the power in this situation to be positive, and you deserve this positive self-talk. The more that you can let go of that negative self-talk, the more powerful you will be, and the more creative and successful you will be. The next image that I see is a person with a dress, and they are twirling in the air, right? They are twirling around and the wind is blowing, and they're having the dress kind of flow around. And I think of this person creating this dress. This person is very creative. It could be part of a fashion show. It could be part of an art show. What this symbolizes here is that you are creating something to show someone, right? You will have to show your skill. Spirit wants you to know that you are very talented. Some of your gifts that you received here in this earth plane this time are very creative. You are meant to show them off, and it is your time to shine. Your time to shine. So know when you are filling up that water tower with positivity, put a little confidence in there, and put a little light in there and love for yourself, because it is your time to shine. This next image really shows what is happening when the lights go on and you must perform. So there's really two versions of this that can happen. I see a circus ringmaster. This person is in charge of the whole show. This is really you. I feel like this could be just you performing or a small group, but you have been a solid leader or a solid contribution to this show, and it's very important to you. So there are one of two ways that this can happen, because you can see that down below there's the shadow side. There's the side that you have not shown anyone else yet, and you are huddled, right? You are not very confident. Spirit says the show must go on, and your inner feelings will lend strength to your skills. So if you're not feeling very strong at this point, then things may not go that well. But if you prepare like Spirit wants you to really give that positive self-talk, really prepare and know that you have the power to create positive things in your life, you will shine when you have to actually perform, when you actually have to show off your skill. You have that confidence and that focus that you need to win over the crowd or to gain that job that you're going after. It's going to be essential, though, that you have the right mind set for it. In the end, Spirit is saying to master your doubts, harness and focus your love, meaning your self-love, and all of your feelings, right? Harness them. Make them work for you, not against you. And people will clap and applaud. They will be won over. They will love you for your skill set and what you contribute to what they need you to contribute to. And you will succeed because you are one with the flow. You have created this positivity and it is flowing through you, and people can tell. They notice. They know that. And you just will shine. So with all of this, it really boils down to you having this power to make it go either way. Spirit says it's your time to shine. So build up that positivity. Write down things that you want to say congratulations to yourself for. Things that you are thankful for. Things that you want to go really well, and build up that confidence, and things are going to go amazingly well. So this is what's really stopping you right now from succeeding, but also how to get around it and succeed. So I hope, Pile 1, this really resonated with you. This helps you in this near future. And let me know. I would love to hear how you thought about this reading. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are seeing what is stopping you from succeeding in your next challenge, right? There's something that's coming up, and there may be an obstacle in the way. Spirit wants you to know about this obstacle so you can really adjust your actions or move forward with confidence on how to succeed. So we are going to look at all of this together and really see how you can succeed. So I'm excited to do this with you. You can see that we have a different spread here today. There are 7 cards here, and I am going to have a challenge card, which is the obstacle that's getting in your way. And we will see how that all plays out together. I will draw images that I receive from Spirit. I will put them on the cards here. And then sometimes Spirit gives me little sayings to type down below. And we can interpret all of this together in the end. So let's get started. Let's see what this obstacle is for you. The first image that I received was actually of a weapon. It's called a sai, and it's of a Japanese culture. And this sai is very interesting because at first I thought it was just a dagger, maybe you're more European, but it's Japanese. Now this is something about hidden truth, right? A dagger can be hidden, but with the sai, it's more in your face, right? It's more about self-defense. It's more about protection, disarming the other person. So it's more noble than a dagger, right? It's something that you take the problem head on. You are face to face with the problem and you are dealing with it. So that's the difference between a dagger and a sai. Now, the word sai in Japanese can mean self-fulfillment, realizing your greatness, and in this case, your sole purpose, realizing your talent. Okay? So with this focus, this is really what's happening right now for you. You are trying to realize your greatness, your sole purpose here on this 3D earth plane, and you're trying to reach your self-fulfillment, which is a very noble cause and exactly what you should be doing. So let's see what Spirit has for us as far as your challenge card. So pile 2, this is very interesting. Your challenge card, I see the divine spark lighting up inside of you. Spirit is coming down and touching that divine spark and lighting it up. Now that means, since this is your challenge card, that hasn't quite happened yet. You may be struggling to pinpoint what your divine spark is, or if you may know of it, where to go with it. Spirit says the challenge is finding that divine spark, finding that motivation and the direction to realize your greatness or your soul purpose, right? So you may feel a little lost at the moment, but this is the challenge to overcome. And what a monumental challenge that is, because that is really the root of why we are here, to fulfill ourselves, right? Realizing our greatness and fulfilling our soul purpose. So let's see how Spirit is going to help you do just that. So this next image may require a little bit of explanation because it means something to me and I want to translate it and explain it to you. So the next image is of a double helix, and it's exactly like you would think of a DNA, right? It goes in and out and actually touches one another at certain points. Now these certain points where they touch is actually the divine spark moment where it lights up, right? So it's my understanding that at these points, this is part of your soul purpose at these different points, right? The other points along the way are getting in preparation for that divine purpose. So if you are fully prepared when that divine spark hits and lights up, you're going to soar. You are going to just cruise through that and say, all right, awesome, this is great. I have the resources to make this happen, and I am just going to keep on keeping on, and this is going to be amazing. If for whatever reason in between those different actions you weren't quite prepared enough for that divine spark, then it may be tougher. It may be a tougher challenge for you to cope with. And this is where those different points in your life, if you look back, you know what I'm talking about. You can say, wow, that was one, because a divine spark is really pointing you in the direction that you need to go. And it may feel great at the time, or it may feel utterly horrible at the time. It just really depends. So a double helix moment is what I call it, is arriving for you. So the divine spark will light up for you. And it's all about being prepared for this moment so you can shine with it. Divine spark moments can really show up in different ways. They can show up as a pleasant surprise. They can show up as sadness at that current time. And again, this is a general reading. So for all of us, it's going to be different. But Spirit is giving me the image of you holding your arm out and you're looking the other way, and then this needle comes in with this medicine that's going into your arm, okay? So Spirit says the catalyst will feel like a shot in the arm. You will know it's there. It may not feel extremely comfortable at that certain point in time where it lights up, but eventually over time it's going to heal you, it's going to make you stronger, it's going to actually make your life so much better. So it feels like you are getting prepared right now which is wonderful. And I almost feel like there's water behind a dam that's being filled up. It seems like you are just really ready to go, but you just need the direction, or you just need that last clue to understand exactly what your soul purpose is, and you are ready. The next card really confirms this. I see a lion roaring at the top of its lungs, as loud as it can roar. Spirit says the lion's roar is inside of you. You have so much to say that this 3D earth plane needs to hear. And you have so much strength to say it. Some of you may be thinking, I do not feel very strong right now. I think at this divine spark moment, when this catalyst hits, you get that shot in the arm, it's gonna really be very apparent for you. It's gonna fill up inside of you, just like that self-fulfillment, right? And you are going to rise and roar. You will know exactly what you need to say at that time. What's very interesting about this next card, didn't expect it, but of course, hey, here we go with Spirit. We're on a journey, right? I see you holding out your hand and someone else taking it. This could be a relationship. This could be friendship. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of this double helix moment, you will not be alone. Now, whether that be a spirit entity, whether that be a friend, or whether that be a romantic relationship, I'm going to leave that up to you to really resonate with, because this is a general reading. But some of you will be in a romantic relationship, others will find friends, others will find guidance from the spiritual world or the animal world. It's really just amazing that you will not be alone by the end of this. And I also feel like some of you right now may feel alone, but Spirit wants you to know that it is there with you. All right? So you're never truly alone. You're never truly alone. You can always strike up a conversation, say, Spirit, I need a sign for this. Spirit, I need to know this. And if you're meant to know it, it will show you that sign. It will respond in some way. But at the end of this, you will truly know that you are not alone. I love this last picture as well, because it's you looking in a mirror and you are seeing your soul shine brightly. You were waiting for that divine spark. You can now clearly see it inside of you, shining brightly. And the symbol for being connected with Spirit is above your head, right? That's my symbol for that. So you are connected with Spirit, you have found your balance, and you have checked off a soul contract, right? One of those is done for you. You have successfully completed a double helix moment. You will feel fulfilled, and you can look at yourself and be very proud of what you've done. So pile 2, I hope this helps you. I hope this brings you some guidance about what's coming up. I hope this resonates with you. Let me know. I always love to hear your comments about all of these different readings, because we are discovering them together. I want to thank you for being here with me today. I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are seeing what obstacle, what challenge is getting in the way for you to succeed, right? What's coming up next that you want to succeed at, what is getting in that way, and Spirit is going to reveal a little bit about this challenge. There is actually a challenge card. It's that top card up there that's dedicated to your challenge, your obstacle. We're going to see what that is and how to get around it. So we have lots to do here. We have 7 cards here in front of us, and I am going to draw images that I receive from Spirit, and then I will put them on the cards. I also receive different little snippets from Spirit, and I type those down below. So they're little phrases that I hear, and I type them down below. So we will look at all of this together, we'll interpret it all together, and see really what this message is. Okay, let's get started. The first image that I see is very epic. So I saw you, and it was the true you. It was you coming in from the universe, and you are arriving what is at your new home. Okay, so you have tucked under your arm an astronaut's helmet, and behind you is the entire universe, and you look somewhat tired, but you are here, you have arrived, you don't feel anxious anymore, you are just glad to be here. Okay, and I feel like this is the 3D Earth plane that you've arrived on. I got from Spirit 2 words: hello, traveler. That sent shivers down my spine, meaning you've probably been here before or someplace like this before. This isn't your first time. You've been many places. And you may feel that deep in your soul, that this isn't your first time. This is something that you've done before or close to experienced before, and you are doing it again. For whatever reason, we don't know. But hello, traveler. So Spirit is greeting you, recognizing your past travels, recognizing you as an experienced traveler. This is really what's happening right now in this card, where you're at right now. Let's see what your challenge card is. This next card, I got 2 images. So the first is a massive drill bit drilling into the earth and digging deep, right? Spirit is saying to dig deep. That's part of your challenge. The other challenge is creating roots that last. Now, for those of us that aren't travelers, that'd be very easy to do, right? Oh, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm just going to dig deep. I will invest in the place around me. But as a traveler, you go from place to place. You don't stay long. You're there, you say hi, you may get some cursory friends or some friends that you don't know that well or for that long, and then you move on. And this feeling of staying in one place, digging deep, creating roots is very new to you. It's something that you haven't done in a long time, and it may be very difficult, thus the challenge. So the problem that you are trying to face may require you to dig deep and form relationships, right? Form an established place where you are for a long time. That may be difficult. The next image that I see is one of very neat rows. It almost looks like an Excel spreadsheet or a farmer's tilled earth where they have the rows that are ready to be planted. Underneath is this crazy noodle-like chaos right underneath there. It's wriggling, it's writhing, and it's something that is not very pretty. Up above, it looks wonderful. It looks very neat, organized. Down below, it is so messed up, for a lack of better words. Things are going everywhere, every which way, and things are not operating the way they should. However, this is the challenge for you, because Spirit is saying you are used to looking at things from way up above, not looking at the details. You may be a person that likes to plan big, right? You have big ideas, big things that you want to happen, but you don't look at the details or the things to actually accomplish it, okay? So being a traveler, when you're in the airplane or when you're riding on a train or anything like that, you see it from a distance and everything looks very normal. Nothing looks chaotic. Everything is very much in boxes or the way it should be in your mind, right? You can just say, oh, everything's fine there, moving on. This is your challenge, to dig deep, to look at the details. Spirit says you will have to look at the ugly details of the situation or your goal, and you must dig deep to find the problem. The next card, I see the golden ratio. The golden ratio is a mathematical sequence that, or number, right, that really expresses the beauty of nature. A lot of biology is built on this. It's almost like a divine number. I know most of you know about the golden ratio. If not, look it up. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I feel and I sense that you appreciate beauty. You can look at something and you love flowers, you love beautiful landscapes, you love distant horizons, sunsets, sunrises, all of that beauty, right? All of those colors, the richness. But the challenge for you is to go below and appreciate the beauty in everything. In everything. Like bugs, the worms, the maggots, all of these things that are down below, right? That still have a beauty to them, but they may not stand out as beautiful culturally. Now, why is that? Spirit is saying that the problem is not that something is malfunctioning. It's that the problem is something is misunderstood. So when you go in and you look just for the beauty of it, you are going to miss something. Just like that bottom card, when you look for something that's orderly, you're going to miss what's tangled down below, which is the real problem. And it's not necessarily a problem, it's misunderstood, okay? So this is the challenge that's getting in your way. There's something that is very deep, very misunderstood, and it's all tangled up, and you are the one to untangle it. So the next card, I see you getting down to work. You have taken on this challenge. You said, okay, Spirit, I will appreciate the beauty in everything. Even if I considered it ugly before, I will appreciate the beauty in it now, because it's from you. So you look at this system, you look at this challenge, and you start to define order out of chaos. You start to understand what's misunderstood. You start to realize what is actually happening here. And people may have tried to solve this problem before, but you are really getting down to what it is that is wrong. And you have a special talent for this. You may not have known it, but it is yours. And in this situation, you are the one to solve and organize this chaos. Another part of your challenge, and thus the roots, right? Digging deep and also roots that last. You will need cooperation from others. You can't do this alone, even though you are making the systems. You will need to build relationships with others that last at least through this project so you can get things done and build that trust with people. They will have certain skill sets that can help you as well. So defining that order out of chaos is really your piece of the puzzle, but they have many pieces of the puzzle as well that will complete it. So, traveler, this last card I see is you growing those roots. There are flowers, there are bushes around you. You appreciate the beauty in everything now. That is a challenge, isn't it? Appreciating the beauty in everything. Because it's from spirit, right? It's from spirit. And you've established relationships, you've done the digging, and you can stay where you are because you can now appreciate the beauty that you created around you. That's pretty deep, pile 3. Pretty deep. So I hope this really helps you. I hope this resonates with you. This was quite the message from Spirit today. But I want to thank you for being here with me today. And let me know how this affected you as you heard this message. It's very good. Very good message. I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today too. Know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. And I'll see you next time.